Welcome, everyone, and what a game we have for you tonight as we get set to bring you NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Looking at the last game for the Houston Rockets, it was a loss to the Charlotte Hornets. Now, here's Fox. Bagley with a wide-open look. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Now, here's Ball. Finding around 26.
Did you see that?
Never lacking in creativity. I mean, when it comes to dunking, Ball excels at getting nasty.
And finished off by Bagley.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now Bagley following Dragan Bender's three-point attempt. Stolen by Ball. Now, here's Ball. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
And here are the Rockets now, after Marvin Bagley missing on that three-point shot. DeRozan in the corner. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
They get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving him.
And you watch DeRozan play, he still has that explosiveness. Great first step out of the triple threat position. Can switch directions on the go. Is still a handful to slow on the perimeter.
Greg, with the explosiveness you talked about with DeRozan, it helps that he finishes so well when he gets to the rim.
And maybe not what he once was, but he is still an elite level athlete. Doesn't only have to drop the hammer when he gets to the rim either. Very smooth at adjusting mid-flight to finish at the rim.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, here's what Houston's head coach had to say earlier. Going into the game, he knows DeMar DeRozan will go to his pet move time and time again. Coach said he's so consistent. You prepare for him to drive the ball, then pull up, but you still can't stop it in real life. So they'll just do what they do, hope that it's enough to slow him down. Kevin?
Thank you, David. About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Pass to Bay. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
He's getting better at orchestrating the offense. I mean, when Fox hits the open man, it brings this team closer together.
The drive-by Ball. And Ball slams it in.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul. Pass to Bay. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
He's got some pep in his step tonight. I wonder what he had to eat last night. I mean, very solid first quarter for him at the offensive end.
And Bender throws it down.
Yeah, and the dunking skills of Bender are very impressive. He makes it look relatively simple when he's near the hoop.
And it's Carter missing. Houston in the lead. And Bender gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Three-pointer Bagley. That shot is off. And it's Houston the other way. There's Ball with the three. Tips it up. And Kuzma stays with it.
Masterful at timing. When to go after offensive rebound. Kuzma excels at getting the right position.
And the Pacers can't get it to go. And it's Ball penetrating. And Ball slams it in.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
The wide open look here for DeRozan.
And they've had chances to score inside, just unable to convert.
And Ball slams it in.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
They've been a more cohesive team over this stretch, and then that helps account for their lead.
Now here's Bender. He has 5.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And it's Bagley in the corner. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Bagley's got 8 points.
Bagley looking to stretch the D by using the three-point shot. And as long as he can hit them, oh, man, it's a strategy that'll work.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. And it's Carter missing. Houston leading by 7. Ball no good.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
To Bagley, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That's foul number 2 for him. And Fox has it in the corner. Pass to Bay. Three-pointer. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
DeRozan brings the double team. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. Oh, what a beautiful play.
What intensity. Did you see that? Great.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Now, here's Fox. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
The basket looks as big as the ocean right now. I mean, that's how easy he's making it look.
Now, here's Fox. Following the miss by Lonzo Ball. Bagley, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage. And still a ton of upside for Marvin Bagley. Talk about what you see.
Well, Jay, I see an agile, quick player off the floor. I mean, you know he can play in the paint. I'm just interested in seeing how well he starts to stretch the game and become a 3-level scorer. Well, he moves well without the ball. Carter Jr. positions himself well for catch-and-shoot opportunities.
And Ball slams it in.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
Now here's DeRozan. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Pass to Bay. Back to Fox. Here's Bay. The three. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Bay's got 15.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Here's Knox. It doesn't go for him. Got it off in time. And he beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing way to get that ball off in time.
All about the clock awareness. Great.
We'll get right back to the action when we return. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Indiana.
The three-pointer has been a major weapon for them in early stages. I mean, they'd be smart to keep moving and working on the perimeter.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Greg, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation, or one of the best. And I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys were truly great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Right side, Fox. Pass to Bay. Takes the three. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Bay's got the lead up to 4 now for Indiana. The drive-by ball. It's rebounded by Indiana. Fox with it. Now guarded by Ball. DeRozan for three. Rockets trailed by 4. Bender with a wide open look. Off target from three-point range. And so it's Bagley with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. They host the Kings after this game. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team.
Few players in the NBA have the burst that Fox does. He's so explosive when attacking the rim.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Yeah, what was that? Did he forget about? Very strange.
From outside the arc, gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
I mean, this could end up being a big night for him. I mean, if this quarter is any indication.
And Ball slams it in.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And, guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
To the wing right side. Three-pointer Bagley. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Kuzma. And so it's Indiana with it. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. It's Fox with the drive. Knocks down the 3 ball. DeRozan's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc. And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game. But you can see why after that sequence.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run. And De'Aaron Fox, a natural right-hander, but he plays lefty.
Well, he's similar to Mike Conley. Guys like that more amphibious. I'm just joking, more ambidextrous. That they can use either hand at a high level. His scoring has not been there at all tonight. I mean, it tells you a lot about their team that they have the lead anyway.
Pacers leading by 8. Pass to Bay. Outside, Bagley. Outside, DeRozan. Buries the long-range jumper. DeRozan's got a pair of triples in the second now for Indiana.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks. And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Didn't think that was going to go in. Bay's got 12 now in this quarter.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
And it's Indiana's ball. Pass to DeRozan. Puts up a 3. Ball with the rebound.
They haven't needed him as much as I thought they would tonight.
Hey, yo, right here.
Fox with the steal. Bagley from outside. That shot off. So Houston will take it the other way.
He had 2 3-pointers in the opening quarter, and it hasn't been able to connect yet here in the second.
Ball with a wide open look. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And it's DeRozan missing.
Well, I mean, I think he better come up with some different ways to get his points tonight, because the 3, not one of them, ain't working.
That's the second long-range bomb in the quarter after a slow first period. He is on the road.
Drains the 3-pointer. 6 points for Wendell Carter.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Pacers leading by 9. DeRozan for 3. Kuzma pulls it in. 3-pointer. Drops in the tray. Ball's got 28.
He's ramped up his game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
Back to Fox. Indiana moving it around. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The Pacers shooting their first free throw of the night. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are the guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. It's stolen by Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
Well, this is something Bagley does very well. I mean, getting the position he wants, taking his time, and throwing it down.
And that one, good. Ball's got 30.
They're going to be relying on him here late. I mean, just think about it. Hoping to come from behind, he just needs to keep doing what he's been doing.
Here's Carter. That's another miss. Number 4. He's 2 for 6 shooting. Here's Knox. A 3-pointer, no good. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Indiana Pacers. They lead by 7. Here's Bay. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Defensive breakdown. And they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
And Josh Jackson picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Fox goes in. Lets it go from deep. Hits it from 3-point range. Bay's got 33.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
And the basket by McCollum.
You got to be aware of McCollum. I mean, he's a competitor. And look, he looks for revenge in these situations.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Here's McCollum. Bagley with the rebound.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
Out to Carter. And so it's Indiana. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Now a timeout called by Houston.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the favorable matchup on the floor.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Rockets trailed by 9. And it's McCollum off the drive. He gets that one. McCollum's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Rockets.
Gotta respect the speed of McCollum. Fantastic at knifing through the defense and beating them to the bucket.
Bagley with the bucket.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
2 open that time, made it look too easy. McCollum's got 7 points.
And McCollum has a perfect shooting form, a beautiful hierarchy shot that looks good every time he releases.
The kick out to 5. And Indiana, another 3.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. The drive-by ball. And no good, trying to use the glass. And Carter has it in the corner. And Indiana, another 3.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Houston moving the ball around. Here's Bender. Another miss by Houston.
There's a lesson for him. Don't showboat. Tries to get fancy with the fadeaway, and it backfires.
Here's Bagley. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Pacers leading by 16. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. And the call will be against Marvin Bagley. That's his first foul.
That's one of the few mistakes they've made tonight. They've limited turnovers. That's helped them grow this lead and keep it.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And Ball slams it in.
You got to prevent Ball from getting a lane. It's that simple. But when you don't, this happens. As hot as he's been, it still has to be him who leads the charge and helps turn this game around.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Greg, hard to think of a player in this league with more of a pass-first mentality than Lonzo Ball.
I mean, total unselfishness, elite vision. Sometimes you'd like to see him penetrate a little more in the half court, but he's improving from range, and that'll open up driving lanes, and he can take advantage.
An open look for Bagley. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
Even with the D giving him a lot of attention, he's still finding ways to light him up.
Here's Bender. Nailed from three-point land. Bender's got 13.
Oh, look at that awareness of ball. Fantastic at recognizing when his teammates are wide open.
A drive by Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it.
Just think what the score would be if it weren't for him. I mean, he's been amazing. But a one-man show isn't going to get you a win in the league.
They grabbed their own miss. Bagley from outside. Bagley with another miss. Rockets trail by 14. And Ball slams it in.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Hey, guys, you think he was sending a message on that one? He doesn't like losing.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Over to the wing. Here's Bender. And it's good off the back rim and in. Bender's got 5 points now this quarter. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Hey, guys, just a little too nonchalant there. That's a couple turnovers here in the last few minutes, and those miscues can spell trouble.
They get it back. Ball. Pass to Bender. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
Still plenty of time for him to contribute in this game, but it's a tough stretch he's going through.
Three-pointer Bagley. And no good that time. The Rockets go the other way with it. Here's Ball. Pacers with the rebound. And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That's foul number 2 for him. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Indiana. It's a 13-point game. And the Rockets making a change here. Outside for Bagley. Fires the three. And here are the Rockets now. Here's Ball. And there's the drive. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on DeRozan.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
That's good from Ball. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes. That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Hey, guys, you think he was sending a message on that one? He doesn't like losing.
Here's Bender. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Knocks down his second three of the half. I mean, he had 2 of them in the first half also. Doing some solid work from deep.
He rifled that one in from distance. And it's 9 points for De'Aaron Fox.
Well, it looks like Fox was itching to answer back with that three. He's a capable shooter. He plays in attack mode.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
If you want to see how efficient the offense is running, a great stat to look at is points off assists. And they've gotten a ton of assists throughout the game.
And also, I think it's really led to the rhythm and confidence you've seen from long range tonight throughout the entire game.
No luck that time either.
And Bender's one of those guys just oozing with potential. A big man who runs the floor well and uses his size down close to the basket.
Carter pulls it in. Pacers leading by 12. Here's Fox. The three. McCollum deciding where to go with it. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
That one is off. That one misses.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls. And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work. He's been dominant this quarter. I mean, he's determined to prevent the lead from getting any bigger.
Shoots the three. The kick out to Fox. The tray doesn't go for him. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Pacers lead by 13. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Timeout called the Rockets. Let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, during the break, I was able to catch the message Houston's coach gave to his team. He told his guys, that team is not going to give it to us. We have to take it. That means staying aggressive and playing with no fear. Kevin, back to you.
Indiana leading by 13. And Josh Jackson picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And here is Fox. Three-pointer Bagley. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bagley's got 15 points in just the second half. Jackson has the open look. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game. But you can see why after that sequence.
And here's McCollum for three. Bay pulls it in. And so it's Indiana with it. Outside, Fox. And the layup's good off the glass. Great game for him. Double-double now. 11 points and 22 assists. Here's Jackson. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul for the Rockets. Pacers leading by 15. Pass to DeRozan. On deep. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
Drills his third three of the half. I mean, that's 15 points from long range for him today.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on him.
And, guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Fires the three. Pass to Bender. Spins. Takes a three. Cans it from downtown. Bender's got 23 points.
And not only is Bender physically imposing down low, he also can stretch the floor with his perimeter shooting. He's lethal from deep.
Right side, ball. Beyond the arc. Not going to go that time. And Indiana will go the other way with it. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that's his fourth, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Out to DeRozan. Shot clock at 5. The wide open look here for Fox. And the Pacers another three.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
Well, as long as they're hitting like this, how can you blame them? They're on a tear.
And the call will be against Marvin Bagley. That's his third foul of the game. Greg, the NBA under Adam Silver has been aggressive, looking for ways to enhance the product and attract fans. Where do you fall on that point? Push the envelope, or don't rock the boat, or maybe somewhere in between?
I think it might be somewhere in between. These days, people's attentions can be pulled in so many different directions. I think they're smart to not rest on their laurels and to continue to try to evolve. But with that evolution, sometimes it's not going to come over as well as they would like. But I'm a fan of some of the experiments, I should say, that we've tried thus far, and I hope the league continues to push the envelope.
That's a good thought.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Yeah, what was that? Did he forget about? Very strange.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
Bender with the bucket.
And really, Bender has it all. The shooting, the speed, the mobility, which all come into play when he pulls up from there.
Some nice passing here by Indiana. Bagley, no good. Out to the right wing. Here's Ball. The putback. And Ball stays with it.
A great rebounder in his position. Ball's high energy is what allows him to keep possessions going.
And Dragan Bender gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Fox goes in, and it's Fox with the jam.
He's considered one of the quickest guys in the game. Fox, he really hurts defenses on these takes.
Bender. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Bagley. Pass to Bay for the three. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Bay's got 42 in the game.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Here's Bender. It's rebounded by Indiana.
There's a lesson for you. Don't showboat. Tries to get fancy with the fadeaway, and it backfires.
Yep, it counts.
Oh, he's a crafty offensive talent. I mean, Fox can really make defenders pay around the rim.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That's his third foul of the game. Out to the right wing. Here's Bender. .144 left to play in the final quarter. There's the drive. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
An aggressive defender. Carter Jr. also excels at using his physical advantages to turn shots back.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Pacers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
A two-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
Well, I like the imagination Fox brings to the court every game. He just finds a way to get himself going.
Outside Ball. .103 left in the fourth. Now Fox trying to get open his corner. And Indiana, another three.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
That's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
Launches a three.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
To the right side. From the arc. Bay gets the bucket. Bay's got 45 points.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
And that's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
Bender, no good.
I don't know why he keeps shooting the three. Can anybody tell me nothing is falling for him? He's going to end the game on a bad note if he keeps this up.
Shot to stop the run. Offline. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. They won this game going away.